There is a phrase that I learned a long time ago from a man named Dr. Christopher Ian Chenoweth, and he calls it standing in the gap. And basically what he said is, you have faith, but where you are right now, there's kind of a gap, right? So you might have faith in the quantum field that it's going to get better, it's going to work out, it's going to be okay, right? But in the meantime, you're standing here going, I don't have money for rent. I don't have, you've got that thing going on, the real life situation. So the trick is figuring out how to span that gap, right? The first thing you're going to do is align, right? You're going to define yourself. I am, I can. You're going to work on your attitude and your deconditioning and your everything else. You're going to align. You're going to see it as a possibility, right? But then here in this part, in your physical world where you are right now, you're then also going to do what you need to do in the meantime. I'll call it spanning the gap. Sometimes I also call it Band-Aid creativity. Sometimes you got to go do what you got to do in the meantime while you're still holding faith. There is nothing wrong with getting a day job, if you will, or needing to do something temporary while you're waiting for the dream to manifest. And I think that somewhere along the way, and I'm not sure where it started, but whoever came up with this idea of do what you love and the money will follow, maybe, not always. And that's not a crime and that's not wrong. And I think there's something in our community that measures your awokeness with how you manifest and how much you manifest and how much you create. And that's still measuring consciousness with numbers. So what I'd like to see you do is hold the faith, but tackle what's going on in your material world at the same time. And I know this also sounds hokey, and I will say that sometimes I'm the worst person at this. But gratitude and taking a retrospective stock of everything in the past that has worked, all the times when you were supported, so that you can start, especially those of you who are very reasoning oriented, who are very logical by design. Those of you who are very logical, who are always battling self-doubt and wanting to have the proof, you look for the proof in the past. You'll start seeing there's a pattern there of you being supported. You might always be supported in the way you think you should be supported in this moment. That's the faith part. But that if you do a retrospective, you could find a lot of evidence that you've probably been pretty supported along the way. So find the gratitude, find the places, the parts of the story where things have worked, hold the faith about the future, and then in the moment, go do what you have to do as much as you can. With the awareness that it's just a Band-Aid. It's not the end, and it's not failing. It's not failing, okay?